Hello, good evening, and welcome to TC Network. I am Tingley Tim Hoki bringing you today's news. Today's top headlines include: peaceful sit-in protest continues in Moray, demanding withdrawal of proposed Assam Rifles outpost at the Mon Napai. Indian Christian Women's Movement Northeast calls all to work towards bringing alternative to violence. 2,083 cases of COVID-19 subvariant JN1, its lineages detected in India so far. News in details. A peaceful sit-in protest was held today at the Mon Napai village, border town of Moray, opposing a proposed setting up of Assam Rifles outpost in the village. A countable number of Kukizo women folk took part in the protest. This peaceful sit-in protest is held day and night, demanding the central and concerned authority to withdraw the proposed Assam Rifles outpost in the village. Talking to some of the protesters, it is said that the main reasons for opposing the proposed Assam Rifles outposts are congestion and unwarranted problems in people's movement in the area, particularly in the village. As the Kukizo lives under chieftainship, there is no necessity in setting up of security outposts. If the concerned authority plans to set up security forces outposts, it can withdraw the Manipur Police Commando and place the Assam Rifles there, the protesters said. While talking to the press, one of the mother protesters in the Mon Napai said basic amenities like food and drinking water are sponsored and donated by the chief of the Mon Napai village and leaders of the town collectively, and expresses her gratitude towards their noble gesture. Urging all Kukizo women folk to unite and stand together, she said this peaceful sit-in protest will continue until central government or the concerned authority withdraw the proposed setting up of Assam Rifles outpost in the Mon Napai village. Indian Christian Women's Movement (ICWM) Northeast calls upon the Manipur government, community leaders, civil societies, NGOs to work towards bringing an alternative to violence and seek a path of non-violent negotiations and dialogue. The ICWM Northeast, which claims to be a national ecumenical women's movement promoting sisterhood in solidarity, justice, and peace, issued a press release stating that they are extremely disturbed by the ongoing situation in Manipur, with 9 months into violence since it broke out in May 2023. The ICWM urged both the warring groups to come to a halt and begin the process of an alternative means of expression of their grievances or anger and negotiations. In the release, ICWM stated that its members are concerned about the lives of children, women, and men who are displaced, families of those who lost their dear ones, and the overall state of affairs. Given the impact of the conflict that is already visible, such as on education, health, and future of the youths of the state, we wholeheartedly appeal and urge the government, both at the center and state, to work towards bringing the two communities to a negotiating table. Strive towards bringing normalcy and peace in the state, stated the release. The ICWM also urged all communities to come together for harmony and peaceful coexistence, stating that they understand there are problems and issues. The ICWM also appealed for the use of non-violence and called for peaceful dialogue. The Indian SARS-CoV-2 Genomics Consortium (INSACOG) on Monday said 2,083 cases of COVID-19 subvariant JN1 and its lineages have been detected in the country so far. There are 814 SARS-CoV-2 sequences of JN1 across 18 states and UTs, while its sublineages JN1 has been detected in 943 cases, according to the data compiled by INSACOG. JN1 has been detected in 244 cases, while the rest of the cases were detected in the sublineages of JN1. Last month, the Center asked states and union territories to maintain a constant vigil amid the detection of new variants in the country. The World Health Organization has classified JN1 as a separate variant of interest, given its rapidly increasing spread, but said it poses a low global public health risk. The JN1 subvariant of COVID-19 was previously classified as a variant of interest as part of the B8-286 sublineages, the parent lineage that is classified as a VOI, the war body said. The Committee on Tribal Unity, one of the apex body of the Kuki community, conducted a free medical camp at Galngam Training Center under Chengjapao Battalion on 28 January 2024. The medical team, along with doctors and nurses, successfully conducted the program. The medical team, in spite of getting small charity support, they willfully do the needful for the village volunteers who defended the people and the land, said Helene, convener medical team. Helene further says that he is really thankful to the donors who donate medication and monetary aids to the medical team, and also expressed how saddened he is by the fact that we lack medical attention in the society. He appealed to the public to continue supporting the health care of the frontline volunteers and all soldiers who are stationed day and night at the front line, since their health plays a crucial role in the current crisis. The medical team also says that they will continue to give medical aids in all the camps unless it's a red zone or camps that are stationed in a very remote place. Around 140 trainees undergo medical treatment and the proper medication had been given to them. Mang Niao Tautang, Director Galngam Training Center, thanked the Kotu leaders and medical team for their visit and requested the citizens to pray for them so as to end the training session successfully.
Amen. Tu ni hi ai ho Christian tia dinga Sunday ni khu hi dong le ko tu medical team u hen khulien kip gen alais lin kip gen makai na noijin tal hegin a hin batal the thim chule amani staff ho a hin lai Galngam Training Center Chengjapao Battalion mana kichu na nei kuki village volunteer ta chanu wal poma mi zakat le som sigi ka hi ven achi sa 17 January ko na kichu na hin bol ka hiben to hin ka kichu ka lo ni som alhingtan ke ho hi akisu kha ai lowal athajung na ai lowal masanga pression ane ke bol na ai lowal gula chang na tam pi ka nei lo la ka ngai chat lai ta bin tu la to ka ko pi district ngadanga apex body ai ne yo tu lamkai president secretary ai lo la to khom pi ho phat sa na jalin tu ni medical team hon hilai a hin Galngam Training Center mun ahin medical kiam ing bol pi ben ahin la ai ngai lu ba ai lung sin no ram ta ko tu lam kai hol la medical team ho chunga thu kain phongin ahi sela tu hin helai Chengjapao Battalion noi ahim kuki village volunteer chanu ho ko ma hi mi zakat le som segi ka hi ben ta chanu hon jang ke nu mai ka hi ti po ben kanam nunga kan nu mai chan khom pi mial hoi ta ta mial matian rep ai bol pi wa ai tha pi wa ai lo wa la mon nei lo nga ai lo la nu pi pasal ki hu lo wa nu mei yang diem lo hian la gan chat ke tha na de nga yang dei lo ta ha ki bol no hi i ti la ke jang phu ba ka la theidam ya thang tom na le ai na ne ya mai thegam ai lo la kang lei pak monakun infal monakun hung jam do yang la in sungan theya mun choma jam pe ya company na tonga sumla pai hola chi loven hichalai training center mun ahin nam gal sa ding la nam gal do ding in inu mei te ho ahung ki pi do binai la mo ki pi do na hi man tam ka sa in amo hi nu mei na hi ve tin ka chum khin di po ven put drills ahin ne la cha ahin tho phat ahin to phat ahin gi phat ahin iza ka ha mo jang pasal ho ki bang chanai ka bon loi hi je na mo jang lal he je ven lal he jang le po na khat ni ya hong kal sung hi je ven tu ni chan hin ta sadam selin om ben he la ta chan no te ho chunga jang ke pa thu kain phongin chule ta chapati ho jang phaya ku na hong jam do phabe bamin in sung ha sat na le buina ja chum chum nam le so hi adar khi na ven ka gam ka gu ki te gam aki hal ha so ho aki sumang sa ho hi ke ka ke pat lawa la ko ha ma ga chia go hu di tin lungial la tup nei jin ta chapati hong mi tampi ka ki sukhom ben hi la anu ma ma jingin sunting le hilaya hin foot drills hin discipline hin iza kai ka ki hiljing ben zanting le ka gi naw hul mon ahin ta salama chonding dan thagau lama chonding dan nam thu a hin pathin thu a hin Bible chang sim khom na hin lian khom a hin hi ti ho he ka ki hil ji ben hi pathin phat sai la kha dang thin ting la zo lop na kin gun ka ne wa training hi ka chai deu hi je in hi chi training ka bol naw hi gal bol ki chu na ka bol naw hi ta sadam sela ka zo theine ri bin mun tina om kanam ku ki cha te zo sin taw na ni ko bin ti ka sei no men hi aji chu e ho hi mial ma mei thala ki sung hi po bin mi tama ki sung hi po bin e ho i ki su naw hi i pathin no a hin pathin di tai ni pa ho i ki su naw hi ji chun pathin panglowa ku ki cha tiền gal i zo lo deu hi tiang hi ka sei do no men hi medical team in hing vil naw chunga ki pa thu sei na hin ten ta chanu gal hang ho chunga ki pa thu ka sei na yan lang nam mi pi te henga taw na ngai chat kai phuna la chan chu ta han ke ma ang neu to thang director galngam training center ka ke pa e dam son pau men
Kuki in Piziri Tamenglong advised government to immediately hold plans or initiative to set up IRB camp at Zongzangtek. The Kuki in Piziri Tamenglong None has advised the state government that any plans or initiative to set up or establish camps of state forces in Zongzangtek village or nearby village should be halted immediately. The Kuki in Piziri Tamenglong and None stated that they are dismayed to have heard that Manipur government is planning to station a unit of state force, that is, Indian Reserve Battalion at Zongzangtek village under None district. In a release issued on Saturday, the Kuki in Piziri Tamenglong stated that such plans to set up the camps of the state forces should be halted as it would be detrimental to interests of the people in the area rather than doing any good. It is needless to say that at this critical juncture of the ongoing ethnic violence, the tribals, particularly the Kuki-Zo people in Manipur, had completely lost trust in the state machinery, particularly that of the police department, which could not protect its own head from present ethnic violence, it added. Also, the recent developments in More are clear examples that the presence of state forces and their untimely reinforcement escalates violence in the hills, stated the release. The Kuki in Piziri Tamenglong None, with its good intention and moral responsibility, is giving a tangible suggestion to the government. As such, any matter arising out of their insensitivity to the people will be the sole responsibility of the government, it added. Press Secretary, Department of Information and Publicity, Kuki in P, Manipur, on behalf of the citizens expressed his gratitude towards the Kuki citizens who stays abroad and sponsored monetary aids for the volunteers since they are incapable of aid. He further says that their donations have helped solve many problems that are prevailing due to the current crisis. We also feel your sorrows and guilt, he added. In accordance to that, if anyone have any queries regarding the management of society, monetary funds or work allotment, you are informed to contact Kuki in P Manipur or its sub-branches. Old or young, every Kuki citizens are once again requested to lend a helping hand in whatever ways you are capable of. ITLF, a tribal organization in Manipur's Churachandpur district, said it will oppose the center's decision to fence the Indo-Myanmar border. The Indigenous Tribal Leaders Forum held a public consultation in the district headquarters Tang on January 27, where it was resolved to oppose the center's decision to fence the Indo-Myanmar border and to cancel the free movement regime, a statement issued by ITLF said. The free movement regime also allows people living on both sides of the border to travel 16 kilometers into each other's territory without a visa. Four Indian states, Arunachal Pradesh, Nagaland, Manipur, and Mizoram, share a 1,643-kilometer long border with Myanmar. The statement said the ITLF also decided to approach the Mizoram government for the political future of Kuki-Zo people. More than 31,000 people from Myanmar, mostly from the Chin state, have taken refuge in Mizoram following the military coup in the neighboring country in February 2021. Many also took shelter in Manipur. Union Home Minister Amit Shah on January 20 said in Guwahati that the government will end the free movement of people at the Indian-Myanmar border and fence it completely so that it can be protected like the country's boundary with Bangladesh. President of All Indian Congress Committee, AICC, Mallikarjun Kharge has written to the Union Home Minister Amit Shah, stating that all the events in Manipur points to a complete collapse of administration in the state. The AICC president wrote to Amit Shah on Saturday in regards to the latest developments in Manipur and stated that it has been almost 9 months since Manipur erupted in violence and the situation has only turned from bad to worse. In the letter, the Mallikarjun stated that on January 24, 2024, a meeting was convened of ministers, MPs, MLAs in the historical Kangla Fort in Imphal, a place that is heavily guarded by the central and state security forces. Many members present in the meeting were compelled and coerced to attend the meeting by an unarmed group. Not only that, the Manipur Pradesh Congress Committee President and MLA from Walkem, Kaisam Megachandra, was brutally assaulted and tortured during this meeting, stated the letter. Kharge stated that the stalking incident has happened despite the heavy presence of central and security forces and intelligence personnel. Till that, there has been no action from the Manipur Chief Minister and the Home Minister on the very disturbing subversion of democratic processes by a non-state actor, the AICC President added. Kharge went on to state that it is shameful that the Prime Minister's eloquent silence when it comes to Manipur seems to be the prevailing strategy from all important stakeholders in both the state and the center. Sharing his experience during his visit to the state this month, Kharge added, Manipuri society remains bitterly divided and no concrete steps have been taken towards peace, relief and justice for those still suffering from the aftermath of the violence in the state since May 3, 2023. All these events point to a complete collapse of the administration in Manipur, Kharge stated, and added that the continuing silence and inaction of the Prime Minister is an injustice to the people of Manipur. Governments come and go, but it is the responsibility of constitutional functionaries to ensure that democratic structures, institutions, and processes are protected and preserved, say Kharge. The AICC President urged Amit Shah to take urgent action to ensure that democracy and the rule of law prevails once more in a very important and valued part of our wonderfully diverse country. Luxembourg will continue to provide funding to the main United Nations agency in Gaza, despite allegations that some of its staffs were involved in Hamas' October 7 terror attacks, the country's foreign minister said on Monday. The United Nations Relief and Works Agency for Palestine Refugees in the Near East, UNRWA, fired several employees in the wake of the allegations made by Israel, which have not been made public. Bettel said he told UNRWA Commissioner General Philippe Lazzarini made the right decision to kick them out directly, but also to have an inquiry about what happened. Several countries, including the United States, the United Kingdom, Australia, Canada, Italy, and others, announced they would suspend funding for UNRWA in the wake of the allegations. Iran has distanced itself from the attack, which killed 3 United States troops at a U.S. outpost in Jordan on Sunday, and said in a statement that accusations against the Islamic Republic are baseless. The Foreign Ministry spokesperson Nasser Kanami said in a statement on Monday that regional resistance groups do not take orders from Iran. U.S. President Joe Biden vowed to hold accountable those responsible for the deaths and place blame for the attacks on Iran-backed militant groups. Sunday's drone attack on Tower 22 near the Syrian border marks the first time U.S. troops have been killed by enemy fire in the Middle East since the beginning of the war in Gaza. At least 34 U.S. service members were also injured in the attack. Israeli government ministers and members of the Knesset joined a rally in Jerusalem on Sunday calling for the resettlement of Gaza by Israelis and an expansion of settlement in the occupied West Bank. National Security Minister Itamar Ben-Gvir told the crowd that the only way to prevent attacks like the one perpetrated by Hamas on October 7 was for Israel to control the Palestinian terrorists. Targeting Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma on his statement against Congress leader Rahul Gandhi, Congress MP Manikam Tagore on January 29 said that Himanta Biswa Sarma has become like Ravi Shankar Prasad and is following the path of Anurag Thakur. Taking a dig at BJP, the Congress MP further said BJP people attack Rahul Gandhi because that is their bread and butter. Rahul Gandhi is the only one fighting the authoritarian rule of Narendra Modi and Amit Shah. BJP can speak all the lies they want because Rahul Gandhi defeated BJP in Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Karnataka, Telangana, Maharashtra and Jharkhand. Rahul Gandhi will be the only one who will defeat BJP and RSS. Himanta Biswa Sarma must stop attacking Rahul Gandhi like that. Earlier, while speaking to the media on January 28, the Assam CM Himanta Biswa Sarma said that Rahul Gandhi has no leadership qualities and is uninspiring. He even went on to say that wherever Gandhi set foot, the place become good for the BJP. Wherever Rahul will be passed from, Congress will be finished there. Whatever is left will also be finished because he is so uninspiring, so much arrogant. He has no leadership qualities. Wherever he reaches, wherever he sets his foot, that place becomes great for us. He is the biggest star campaigner for BJP, said CM Sarma. Noteworthy is that frictions were witnessed between Himanta Biswa Sarma and Rahul Gandhi when the latter's Bharat Jodo Nai Yatra passed through Assam. While Gandhi targeted the Assam CM by calling him the most corrupt chief minister of the country, Sarma hit back at the Congress MP by stating that police cases would be filed against him after the Lok Sabha elections. That is all for today's news and have a pleasant evening ahead.